morning, boys and girls, friends, lovers, children of all ages. We are here outside the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse in Denver, Colorado. The jury pool, for its part, arrived on time starting at 7 o'clock this morning and has entered the building. This morning, we spent a good chunk of the day already, an hour and a half, educating those entering for jury selection about their rights to use their conscience in the courtroom, just like they did when they voted. Today, in the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse, a jury is going to learn about the failures of the City and County of Denver's Public Defender's Office and Alice Norman and her staff. These people fraudulently presented Form JDF 208 as a one-page application for the access to a state-funded legal representative when they could not afford one for themselves. The problem with the one-page application, as many of you may recall, is that it does not adequately allow the applicant to disclose their financial information because it doesn't tell the applicant what they are not required to give. In this courthouse today, a jury will be selected and a trial will occur here in the county of Denver regarding who has broken the law. The veterans, the citizens, those who use their voices out against injustice, or the government who violates court orders. That's the essence of the question, folks. And so, if you're in the Denver metro region, we encourage you to come down to the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse, the Irrizary case. It's third or fourth floor, I can guarantee you that. And it's going to be a doozy, this trial, to determine whether a citizen complaining about the violations of law that an attorney's office commits, and when you complain, you get arrested, right? He wasn't even arrested on site, as I remember, folks. He was arrested after the fact, after they kicked him out of the building for saying that they were doing it wrong. So I'll say hi to whoever's in the room. I will give some basics from what I can see the questioning here. Mr. Whitney, he is in the building awaiting a suit to put on so that he can appear before the jury and the court. And that's going to happen today. Also, for those of you bitching about the way that my screens look, I need a new phone, so apologies. I can't go widescreen on this phone, which is the only one that works currently. Megami T, Whitney, DJ, K. Yo. I am looking for some people here in the city and county of Denver who might be interested in getting arrested. Why would they get arrested? Well, because sometimes just having your rights violated by the government or its agents or its entities or private businesses is not enough, right? Lacey, good morning. So there's a lot of problems here in our city. Most of it revolves around the fact that there's a guard in front of the bathroom everywhere you go. There's a man with a gun over there. It might be an electric shock gun. It might have 9mm rounds in it. But these people with these weapons, their job is to keep you from going pee decently. Or maybe poo, however it may be. And mentioning poo, Otto the Watchdog, one of the co-plaintiffs in a federal lawsuit where the Denver Police Department shot him with less than lethal chemical agents and rounds because he said bad cops are poo and the good cops that protect them are also poo. And then they immediately assaulted him. You might remember that. This guy walking around over here in the gray that I'm shakily focused on, he is looking for drugs. Your drugs, my drugs, whatever drugs have been left behind by people that can't get into the building with their drugs. That's what that guy's job is. You know how much weed he picks up? A lot of weed. The problem with it is, if you have a marijuana license, you can walk into this building with your weed and it's nobody's business but your own. But they don't tell that. They don't have those signs on the buildings. They don't tell people what their rights are. Just like they don't tell jurors what their rights are. Which is why we had to be out here this morning. Stephanie London, good morning. We are here at the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse. We are awaiting the arrival of the illustrious suit that will encapsulate our Liberty Freak as he defends his rights. Because the new modified version of Chief Justice Directive 0404 regarding the application for the public defender, let me just pull it out of my wrinkly pocket here and show it to you. The new application looks like this. It's got all the papers bound together at the top and they're stapled here. So why is that? Because each paper is in triplicate. So there's 3 sections to the application. It's not even a 2-page application anymore. It's a 3-page application. What do you know? So let's see what we can do to look at that. See, there's 1 section. There's the section about taxes and finances, dependents, property and investments. The thing that this thing doesn't have is statements about what people don't have to give. So there's their stakes, investments, vehicles, property values, things like that. But there's no disability income on here anywhere. There's no military benefits. Right? So that changed. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update that the court is happening today. And if you're in the neighborhood, you can come join us. Oh, let me do one of these real quick. There we go. Sun shining on my bright balding head. We came out to represent this morning, folks. And represent we did. So, with that, I'm going to go catch a bus and be on my merry way. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, you know, if you're going to talk to the juror, potential juror, because you don't talk to jurors once they're impaneled on a jury. That's one of the key aspects. You got to fancy it up a little bit. I doubt that there's a Zoom, Lacey. Courts are open. Everybody's walking in. So there's no real reason with all these bodies.
On my jury trial day.
We have lots of people that are available. But that's the loving thing that we love about lawyers is they're like, why aren't you here every day? Why aren't you here for every jury trial on a daily basis? It's a good question. We really should have that happening on a regular daily basis. This juror is showing up late, so we can't shout out all the things that we want to shout out about juries because they're impaneled. So that's cool, Joe. I'm off to the office here shortly. But again, we're still awaiting the suit for the Irrizary case, meaning the physical entombment of clothing to enshrine our justice warrior. Yeah. I'm telling you, Stephanie, best way to find out is to go to the Denver County Court or Denver Courts on the website and look it up directly. That's my answer, but my expectation is that there will not be Zoom. All right, folks, we'll talk to you later. Some people finally showed up with the things that they were supposed to bring. Talk to you later.